You are now listening to the Infinite Moment Podcast. Welcome to episode 4 of the Infinite Moment Podcast. And today we will be talking about aromatherapy. In this podcast, I attempt to address the causes of and solutions to our everyday stress. I rely on articles and studies to gain an understanding on how stress affects our everyday lives and what our best options are for reducing it. Together we learn and are encouraged to implement the solutions that are revealed as we continue to learn and broaden our understanding of stress. This podcast is powered by DissolveStress.com for all your stress relief needs. So be sure to check that out. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about aromatherapy. So as always, we're going to take a look at a couple different articles, studies, and see what they have to say about aromatherapy, and then I will offer up my commentary as well. Alright, so let's start with our first article of the day. So the first article is titled, How Aromatherapy Can Help Relieve Stress Plus 12 Calming Scents. First, let's start here. How aromatherapy works. The term aromatherapy is derived from the Latin aroma, meaning pleasant scent, and therapy, meaning treatment. It's essentially a practice of using scents to heal the mind, body, and soul, says physician Tina Gupta, and has been around for centuries. The ancient Egyptians and Greeks used essential oils for a variety of ailments. The scents commonly used in aromatherapies are sourced from aromatic plants, think flowers, herbs, citrus fruits, etc., and are used to promote mental and physical health through inhalation alone or topical application on the skin. During inhalation, the molecules that carry the scent in essential oils travel from your nose to the emotional center in your brain, Gupta tells MBG. Stress can send your body and mind into a spiral, complete with feelings of worry and panic. For some, aromatherapy can help soothe these effects, quieting the mind and as a result, calming the body. This is a great example of the mind-body connection, as scents have a very real effect on our chemical and neurological systems, and in turn might affect our physical state. So that's interesting. Similar to how we discussed the endocannabinoid system and how CBD interacts with that to cause changes within our bodies. There is also a part of our neurological system that reacts to scents, and different scents can unlock different changes within us. So let's keep that in mind as we continue on. Based on their chemical composition, scents, specifically those of essential oils, can trigger the release of different hormones and also affect both our central nervous system, also known as the CNS, and our autonomic nervous system, also known as the ANS. Aromatherapist and founder CEO of Nomad Botanicals, Carol Addison Goyne tells MBG. For example, in a randomized controlled trial published in 2018, researchers found that people with sleep issues experienced higher sleep quality when they inhaled lavender essential oil 30 minutes before going to bed than those who did not. In another study, the inhalation of lavender and orange was found to ease worry and improve mood in folks waiting for dental work. Again, more research needs to be done on the topic of aromatherapy to identify the full range of benefits it can offer humans, but much of the information we do have was uncovered via animal studies. So that's pretty typical for many studies that they are doing, even if they're looking for results that they believe humans would have. They use animals. Alright, so that's just one example of an essential oil, that being lavender, that has been studied to some extent and has shown some results when it comes to higher quality of sleep and also improved mood. So let's continue on. When people hear aromatherapy, essential oils are typically the first thing to come to mind. Essential oils are plant extracts sourced from steaming or pressing the plant. The most aromatic compounds derived from these processes are collected and used for a variety of purposes, namely aromatherapy. According to Addison Goyne, Diffusing or topical applications are the best way to use essential oils for stress relief. So diffusing, that would mean that your scent, your smell would be absorbing the essential oil. Topically would mean that you're applying it to your skin. So it's two different ways of applying essential oils to try and gain the benefits that it has to offer our bodies. Diffusing oils stimulates the human olfactory system, aka the sensory system dedicated to your sense of smell, directly linked to your brain. Okay, so that right there is important. The system in our body that links our sense of smell to our brain is called the olfactory system. That's interesting. You can smell these oils via an essential oil diffuser fountain, stick, or jewelry, or try applying diluted essential oils or blends to your skin topically to enjoy their smell. Always dilute essential oils in a neutral carrier oil before applying to the skin, and try a small test patch first to make sure the oil doesn't cause irritation. Okay, so that article pretty much showed us what aromatherapy is, how it can be used, via diffusers or topically, and what kind of effects that it could potentially have on the human body. Now, it didn't go too much into the different essential oils and the different scents that are used in aromatherapy, but we're all going to take a look at some articles that are going to discuss that as well. But yeah, it's important to understand that our bodies have an olfactory system. Alright, so let's take a look at our next article. This article is titled Aromatherapy Scents for Stress Relief by Laura Harold. So let's start here where it says how scents affect mental health. Essential oils have been used for centuries for healing both physical and mental ailments. Among their reported benefits are improving memory and attention, creating a calming effect, preventing inflammation and illness, and more. Essential oils activates the emotional center of the brain. The hippocampus and the amygdala, which are parts of the brain responsible for memory and emotions, respectively are connected to the olfactory bulb, which is responsible for the sense of smell. Alright, so there's a direct connection to parts of the brain that are linked to the olfactory bulb, which is obviously part of the olfactory system, which is responsible for the sense of smell. So the hippocampus and the amygdala, which those have to do a lot with memory, emotions. It's in the center of your brain. So that's important when understanding how scents and aromatherapy can benefit us. Alright, so it continues. Aromatherapy may also affect hormonal levels and regulate the nervous system, leading to increased feelings of relaxation. Essential oils may be smelled or absorbed through the skin via massage or by soaking in a bathtub. The following are common ways in which people engage in aromatherapy. Aroma sticks, also called inhalers, they are portable objects that absorb the oil. Aromatic spritzers, body creams, oils, or lotions. Diffusers, facial steamers, salts to use in the bath. So now we're going to start taking a look at some of the different essential oils and what effects they potentially have on our bodies. Alright, rosemary is associated with feelings of contentment and has been shown to have positive effects on performance and mood. Rosemary may reduce cortisol levels, which can help relieve anxiety and stress. One of my main focuses is reducing stress and anxiety. So rosemary would be an essential oil I would be willing to try for sure. Research finds that rosemary has pain-relieving, anti-inflammatory, anti-spasm, anti-anxiety, and memory-boosting properties when inhaled. Compounds in rosemary, specifically rosmarinic acid and carnosic acid, may have the potential to improve symptoms of conditions such as Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, anxiety, depression, epilepsy. Consuming them orally may influence the effects. Smelling rosemary creates a stimulatory effect, increasing the function of the central nervous system and improving mental awareness. This means that rosemary aromatherapy may be a good choice for midday when you want to keep your energy levels up. Lavender. The scent of lavender is associated with feeling calm, and for good reason. It may help lower blood pressure, calm the nervous system, and even improve your mood. Smelling lavender may have a relaxing effect without making your mind feel cloudy or foggy. Lavender aromatherapy may be recommended to someone experiencing stress, anxiety, or depression. Lavender contains a compound called linalool, which has been shown to lower blood pressure and reduce anxiety. Smelling lavender is also linked with improving pain and inflammation. In one study, people with menstrual pain smelled lavender for 30 minutes during the first 3 days of their period. They experienced less menstrual pain after 2 months of doing this. Another study found that in babies, lavender aromatherapy during massage helped improve symptoms of colic. The next one is peppermint. Peppermint aromatherapy has been found to boost mental function, reduce physical pain. Peppermint may also help relieve bacterial, fungal, and viral infections when inhaled. Peppermint is used in products like mouthwash, gum, and toothpaste because it provides a sharp, fresh taste that many people enjoy. Peppermint may help you feel energized when you smell or consume it, and it may even help to reduce symptoms of fatigue. Bergamot. Like lavender, bergamot essential oil also contains linalool, which may help reduce blood pressure and anxiety. Studies of the effects of bergamot essential oil mixed with other essential oils have shown that people experience reduced heart rate, stress reduction. In one study, participants who were in the waiting room for a mental health treatment center inhaled bergamot essential oil. The bergamot lowered their heart rates and blood pressure levels, and overall, they reported feeling less stressed. Okay, so that article really went into depth over some of the different essential oils, especially some of the more common ones. Bergamot, lavender, peppermint, rosemary. Much more research out there to be done, but that gives us some insight into the power of an essential oil. Personally, I enjoy using essential oils in diffusers. Let's get ready to move on to the next article. Okay, so here's a study from the Asian Pacific Journal of Tropical Biomedicine, and it's titled Essential Oils Used in Aromatherapy, a Systematic Review. Once the oils are in the system, they remodulate themselves and work in a friendly manner at the site of malfunction or at the affected area. This type of therapy utilizes various permutation and combinations to get relief from numerous ailments like depression, indigestion, headache, insomnia, muscular pain, respiratory problems, skin ailments, swollen joints, urine-associated complications, etc. The essential oils are found to be more beneficial when other aspects of life and diet are given due consideration. Their versatile character of antibacterial, antiviral, anti-inflammatory nature, along with immune booster body with hormonal, glandular, emotional, circulatory, calming effect, memory, and alertness enhancer, is well documented by many scientists. Many pilot projects and studies have been conducted on humans to decipher their nature and role with disease and disorder. These oils are known for their energy-specific character as their potency is not lost with time and age. The stimulation properties of these oils lay in their structure, which are closely in resemblance with actual hormones. The penetration potential of these oils to reach the subcutaneous tissues is one of the important characters of this therapy. Their effects are also complex and subtle due to their complex structure and chemical properties. The mechanism of their action involves integration of essential oils into a biological signal of the receptor cells in the nose when inhaled. The signal is transmitted to limbic and hypothalamus parts of the brain via olfactory bulb. These signals cause brain to release neural messengers like serotonin, endorphin, etc. to link our nervous and other body systems, assuring a desired change and to provide a feeling of relief. Serotonin, endorphin, and noradrenaline are released from calming oil, euphoric, and stimulating oil respectively to give expected effect on mind and body. Okay, so that really went into detail on the olfactory system. It mentioned how these essential oils or aromatherapy can affect different parts of our immune systems, including antibacterial, antiviral, and anti-inflammatory, working with the hormonal, glandular, emotional, circulatory, calming effect, memory, and alertness enhancer. I mean, that's a lot of different parts of our systems that are important to our everyday lives and reducing anxiety and stress. It mentioned that these oils can actually reach subcutaneous tissues, which we're actually going to look up the definition of that. Okay, so here's some images of the subcutaneous tissues. So it's a layer of the skin, showing different layers of the human skin. The subcutaneous tissue, also called the hypoderm from Greek beneath the skin, subcutis, superficial fascia, is the lowermost layer of the integumentary system in vertebrates. The types of cells found in the layers are fibroblasts, adipose cells, and macrophages. The subcutaneous tissue is derived from the mesoderm, but unlike the dermis, it is not derived from the mesoderm's dermatome region. It consists primarily of loose connective tissue and contains larger blood vessels and nerves than those found in the dermis. It is a major site of fat storage in the body. Okay, so that describes what the subcutaneous tissue is. So it described how the mechanism in which they work involves integration of the essential oils into a biological signal of the receptor cells in the nose when inhaled. The signal is transmitted to limbic and hypothalamus parts of the brain via olfactory bulb. And then those signals cause your brain to release neuromessengers such as serotonin, endorphins, etc. And then that links the nervous and other body systems, assuring a desired change and to provide a feeling of relief. Wow, so that's really interesting. Just a simple scent can have profound changes within our bodies. Speaking of scents, we're going to continue and look at some of the other scents and fragrances. Okay, so here's a common one. Eucalyptus. Eucalyptus, also known as Eucalyptus globulus, belonging to the family of Myrtaceae. I'm not exactly sure how to say that. Is a long evergreen plant with a height up to 250 feet. It is known for its constituents like cineol, aromendidrine, limonene, terpenine, cymene, phelendrine, and pinene. Its oils have been used to regulate and activate the various systems like nervous system for neuralgia, headache, and debility. The immune system boosts the immunity against measles, flu, cold, and chickenpox. Leukorrhea and cystitis of genitourinary system can also be well treated with it. Throat infections, catarrh, coughs, bronchitis, asthma, and sinusitis associated with respiratory system have been taken care of by oils of this plant. Moreover, skin problems like wounds, cuts, burns, herpes, lice, insect repellent, and insect bites can be treated with it. Treatment of rheumatoid arthritis, muscle, and joint pains and aches is well reported from the essential oils of this plant. Eucalyptus oil has demonstrated its antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-proliferative, and antibacterial activities, and researchers have proved its efficacy beyond doubt in treatment of various metabolic and infectious diseases. The results are promising and can be utilized for treatment of multifactorial diseases of various origins in humans. Lemon, or citrus limon, belongs to the family of Rutaceae. Citrus limon long trees grow up to the 15 feet height and bear rich scented lemon fruits all year round. Its oil constituents are abundant in the terpenes D-limonene and L-limonene, together forming about 90% of the bulk of the oil. Traces of phelendrine, pinene, and sesquiterpene are also present. The valuable portion of the oil is the remaining 10%, which consists of oxygenated bodies, chiefly the aldehyde citral, to which the odor of the oil is largely due and of which there is 3.5 to 5% odor present in the oil. When compared to other essential oils, its constituents have antiseptic, astringent, and detoxifying properties for blemishes associated with oily skin. Its oils brighten and rejuvenate dull skin. Lemon essential oils is mainly used to boost the immune system and to accelerate the white corpuscles production, along with counteracting acidity in ulcers through citric acid, which helps digestion by forming carbonates and bicarbonates of potassium and calcium. A recently conducted double-blinded randomized controlled clinical trial study on aromatherapy has suggested that citrus oil is good in relieving the first stage labor pain. It is effective in controlling the nausea and vomiting, along with its mood elevating properties. Peppermint belongs to the family of Lamiaceae. Till date, all the 600 kinds of mints are raised from 25 well-defined species. The two most important are peppermint and spearmint. Spearmint bears the strong aroma of a sweet character with a sharp menthol undertone. Its oil constituents include carvacrol, menthol, carvone, methyl acetate, limonene, and menthone. The pharmacological action is due to menthol, a primary constituent of peppermint oil. At least 44% free menthol is present in peppermint oil. Components are sensitive to climate, latitude, and maturity of the plant. Inhalation and application of menthol on skin causes a skin reaction. It is used in many liniments dosage form to relieve pain spasms and arthritic problems. Peppermint oil is studied and documented for its anti-inflammatory, analgesic, anti-infectious, antimicrobial, antiseptic, antispasmodic, astringent, digestive, carminative, fungicidal effects, nervine stimulant, vasoconstrictor, decongestant, and stomachic properties. Tea tree, belonging to the family of Myrtaceae, with yellow or purple flowers and needles like leaves, is a shrub of marshy area. Due to its commercial value, it is cultivated on plantations. The main constituent of its oil is terpenin 4-ol, an alcoholic terpene with a clean, musty aroma. The antiviral activity is due to alpha-sabine with antibacterial and antifungal effects. It is an immune booster due to terpenin 4-ol, while cinnol is responsible for its antiseptic character. The tea tree itself possesses antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, antiviral, insecticidal, and immune stimulant properties. The aromatherapy utilizes the mixture of lemon, blue gum, clary sage, eucalyptus, lavender, rosemary, ginger, and Scotch pine for treatment of different ailments. The oil is used in herpes, abscesses, blisters, acne, cold sores, burns, insect bites, dandruff, and oily skin. Further, in treatment of respiratory associated problems, it has been used for tuberculosis, cough, bronchitis, asthma, catarrh, and whooping cough. Also, it is used in females for vaginitis, cystitis, and pruritus treatment. Cold, fever, flu, and chickenpox have called for its use. So this article really goes deep into these different essential oils and the effects that they have on the body as they've been studied to this point. Many of these being antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, anti-inflammatory, some even being anti-lice, anti-dandruff, anti-tumor, antioxidant, to reduce spasmodic actions, to change the hormonal actions. So in conclusion, this article states, from above reports and study, we can conclude that aromatherapy is natural and non-invasive gift of nature for humans. It's not only the disease symptoms which are eradicated, but the whole body is rejuvenated by the use of aroma. Aromatherapy regulates the physiological, spiritual, and psychological upliftment for the new phase of life. This therapy is not only preventive, but also can be used in the acute and chronic stages of disease. Pharmaceutical industries are trying for environmental friendly alternative and natural medicine for disease associated with pathogens and metabolism. There may be a possibility of enhancing the rate of reaction and bioavailability of drugs from the use of these essential oils. Okay, so that article really went in depth on some of the other essential oils and the effects that they have shown to have on the human body, or if they were studied in animals. But regardless, we have an olfactory system which allows our body and hormones within our body to have certain changes when certain scents are recognized. So in that one, we looked at lemon, peppermint, tea tree, a couple others, and the different anti-inflammatory and antiviral, antibacterial properties that these essential oils do have. Let's actually take a look. This is an example of a set of essential oils. I'm going to just go over the different essential oils offered in this kit. This is offered on dissolvestress.com. It's the 14-pack essential oil gift set. Okay, so for example, in this set, you get peppermint, rosemary, lavender, orange, patchouli, grapefruit, bergamot, cinnamon leaf, lime, spearmint, tea tree, lemongrass, and clary sage. Okay, so as an example, if I had maybe a stuffy nose, I would put the peppermint essential oil in my diffuser, because peppermint is really good for your respiratory system and breathing. So yes, spearmint, similar to peppermint. Tea tree, as we discussed from the article, that's in here. Some people like the smell of patchouli, or more of a citrus smell, so you can use like orange, grapefruit, or lime. But yeah, that's some of the essential oils that come in these kits. Those are common essential oils. There's other essential oils that are offered as well. We're just looking at some of the properties that these essential oils have been shown to offer. But like I always say, the best way to find out how these work is to try them for yourself. You don't need a lot. These are concentrates, so a few drops in a diffuser. You can up it as you see fit for yourself. I haven't experimented much with using them topically, but you can definitely do that. Just be sure to dilute them. We're going to check out this last article. Okay, this article is in Very Well Mind. It's titled Using Aromatherapy for Relieving Your Stress, and it's by Elizabeth Scott, a PhD. Alright, so we're just going to take a look at these sections right here, titled Massage and Meditation. So the first one here is massage. Aromatherapy combined with massage carried greater benefits than either strategy by itself. If you're lucky enough to have someone who will trade aromatherapy massages with you, this can be a wonderful and cheap strategy for stress relief. If not, paying for a massage from a professional can be worth the money. And the next one is meditation. Aromatherapy can enhance the relaxation benefits of meditation, providing a focal point, as with incense meditation, and offering the passive stress relief benefits of aromatherapy. Even a 5-minute meditation can bring benefits. Try the aromatherapy incense meditation or the aromatherapy bath meditation. So those are pretty cool. That obviously brings in what we discussed in episode 1 regarding breathing techniques. So the breath really combines meditation with aromatherapy in a sense, because you're slowing your mind while also taking in deep breaths, which is going to activate your olfactory system as you're taking more in to your sense of smell. It'll be heightened when you add essential oils, or as they mention here, incense. Okay, so that gives us a pretty good idea of what aromatherapy has to offer us. How to use aromatherapy, what potential oils you may want to use based on what's available, how they will affect your body. You will only know by trying it yourself. But there is some research out there that shows what parts of our bodies are affected when we take in certain scents, how it can be mixed with other modalities of relaxation and stress relief. So I encourage you to try aromatherapy for yourself. See if it's something that you find makes a difference to your levels of stress, to your overall mood, to your sleep even. And if it's of benefit, implement it, use it, experiment, try different mixes and recipes of essential oils. Try different ways of applying it topically or through diffusers and see what works for you. That's the best way to really approach most of these modalities, is by trying them for yourself. And if you gain benefit, you stick with it. If it doesn't work for you, then you let it go. And that's pretty much the message when it comes to this. It's never about telling someone something's going to work for them or it has to work for everyone. We're all different. Our bodies all react differently. Although we're very similar in many ways, we are different in unique ways as well. I'll catch you guys next time. Take it easy.